But if there's some way we could develop a tracker that would see how much people are jittering in game, some sort of tracking device that would measure how fast players are crouching.
We wanted to build our own system that would sniff out mouse and keyboard players on console so that we could build a better picture of exactly who is using these devices.
In the best scenario, Ubisoft would implement this system behind the scenes.
We have been really quiet about it, but actually it's been running in the background in shadow mode for several seasons.
And then they could flag everybody, announce that their system was in place.
We know exactly which players are spoofing, when they were spoofing.
Again, I just want to reiterate, this wouldn't be a perfect solution necessarily.
I want to mention that this is an experimental solution. It's not the final iteration.
Smoke your head, boy. Now, I'm not one to brag, all right? But I think I did something. I think I did something pretty freaking amazing. Something pretty freaking cool. Wait 1 second. Freaking try hard. Jeez, relax. Yeah, you're not gonna be good next season. So around 8 months ago, I uploaded a video, and I showed a clip of that video at the beginning of this video. But in that video, I talked about some things about how to solve the MNK on console problem, and people doubted me. People didn't think that I was freaking know what I try hard. I'm not gonna name any names, but
You think Ubisoft cares?
seems that coincidentally, and I'm not taking any credit for this, I'm just saying, 8 months later, coming to our present day, and then Ubisoft is now implementing a ban to MNK on console. Now, again, I'm not saying it was a coincidence, okay? But, you know, it might have been. Like, it might have been. There's a decent possibility that I solved the year-old problem on Rainbow Six Siege. I think I fixed the MNK problem. In the clip I showed at the beginning of the video, the dudes were saying they implemented it and didn't tell anybody. And that, you know, is kind of exactly what I recommended they do. And I mean, 8 months, you think about it, you break it down, give them a few months to develop it, and then they have a couple seasons to test it, and boom, now they're not, like, I'm just saying, like, I'm not, you know, I'm like, what? I'm not saying anything, I'm kind of, you know. On top of that, though, Ubisoft didn't even tell us how they implemented it, right? So there's a possibility that they implemented exactly what I said in that video. Someone might have watched that video and just freaking put it in the game. Can someone pay me? Now, some would say the odds of that happening are slim. And they're right. But do I care? No. So then we kind of run into a problem where it's like, I don't care, you know? So why are you still talking to me? I'm going to take credit for this. Is that cocky? I don't know. Excuse me. Okay, I do have a side note. One thing I do want to avoid by making this video, please don't go watch my how to solve MNK on console video. Like, look, I know most of you were probably like, I was never going to do that. Don't worry. Like, I don't care about you. I don't know how that got 15,000 views. That video was terrible. Like, it was so bad. I just had a thought because this video is kind of connected to that one. So people might want to go watch that one because, like, you know, they want to know stuff. If you weren't thinking that, great. I'm sorry that I assumed you cared. That was sus. That wasn't a good idea. That was not what we wanted to do. No, but basically, so you don't go watch the video. I'm going to sum it up for you in just a few sentences. So how I recommended they solve the MNK problem is they put a tracker in behind the scenes that they don't tell anyone about, and then they just kind of track for a few seasons, almost like exactly what they said in the little rip. And then this tracker would track the movement of players, right? It would just see who's jittering like crazy, who has abnormal controller movements, right? Because there's just some movements on controller that you really don't do. Like I know some people on controller like to have that high sense controller gameplay and they just jitter like crazy, but it's just not the same as MNK. Let's be honest, you just look like an idiot. And see, this is where I admit we might get tied up with things, because I used to be a jitterer and I was so bad at it. Like, I just looked so stupid. At the time though, when I was jittering, I thought I looked amazing. I thought I looked like an MNK beast. Every once in a while someone would be like, oh, you're MNK. And that would boost my ego so much. Like, I thought I was so good. And looking back, I was so bad. I was so bad. And nothing has changed since then. Like, it's so, I don't know why. That didn't work out. Anywho, yeah, I don't really know why I'm even making this video. I just wanted to let you guys know that I solved the MNK problem on console. So you can thank me for that by subscribing.